Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. I wanted to do this quick video right quick because I feel the need to speak on this. And I just want to say, for the most part, I really have respect for Magic Johnson. When I look at what Magic Johnson has accomplished as a basketball player and a business person, it's just really amazing. This is a dude that went from being the number one overall pick in 1979 to, basically having to play center in his first NBA finals due to the fact Kareem suffered an injury and he scored like, what did he score? Like somebody put in the comment section, he scored like 40 points or almost 40 points. And he sealed the deal for the Lakers and won his first ever championship. Now, he came out of the same draft, I think, with Larry Bird, if I'm not mistaken. This was so long ago, but I know everybody saw that epic game between, him and Larry Bird when they was in college. They say that at the time was one of the most watched college basketball games in history. I don't know if it still is because that was 40 years ago. Well, over 40 years ago. But you just look at the success of Magic Johnson as a basketball player. Multiple championships, MVPs, multiple All-Star appearances, All-Star MVP. You know, just what he has accomplished. Now, Magic Johnson has had some failures outside of basketball. The disastrous talk show that he had, and he didn't fare well as an NBA coach. But for the most part, man, he opened up a string of movie theaters. He opened up some 24-hour fitness, which I think he sold all his shares in 24-hour fitness, and I think he sold all his movie theaters so he can you know come up with the money to buy the Los Angeles Dodgers, which I think they paid a very astronomical amount for the Dodgers, to say the least. And for him to, finally win a championship as, he's won a championship as, man, as a player. And now he's won a championship as a owner because he is one of the owners of the Dodgers. And you just look at that success and you just like, wow. And I just give him credit for that. Keep in mind, Magic Johnson at 61, we didn't expect Magic Johnson to be here because keep in mind, in 1991, I believe, when he announced that he was HIV positive, I'm talking about, I remember that day too, that press conference. And when I said, and I'm serious, when I say that my heart dropped to the ground, because I was a big Magic Johnson fan. My heart dropped to the ground because at the end of the day, we still didn't know much about HIV, AIDS, and everything. Most people thought that was the death sentence. Most people thought, man, most people was thinking, man, Magic Johnson gonna be gone in 2-3 years tops. But hey, 2020, you look at Magic Johnson now. Magic Johnson is, I guess you could say, healthy as can be. Got a pot belly, you know, and if I'm not mistaken, I think his wife was pregnant with, I think EJ at the time, because I think EJ was born in 92, I think, maybe. So you just think, almost 30 years later since Magic Johnson, announced that he was HIV positive, some people to this day believe that he don't have it, never had it. But whether it's true or not, it is what it is. He said he has it, had it. And, the thing is with Magic Johnson, he was able to get the type of medication that kept him alive. due to the fact he had the money and the resources, you just look like, wow, who would think, you safer in this day and age being around a person that's HIV positive. You more safer around a person with HIV than you is with a person with the razor Ramona, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm just really peeping out his success. Like I said, it's just amazing when you think about it. I want to give him all the props in the world. I know Magic Johnson ain't what you would call the most, spoken person. That, like, he don't, some people feel he not out there enough. But Magic Johnson, one of them dudes, he do things behind the scenes. He do stuff for the community. He's done some stuff. One thing about me, I do research on everybody. So, Magic Johnson ain't, one of them people that, like, he may not talk like how LeBron James talks, or but behind the scene, Magic Johnson, he do his thing. He didn't gave our people jobs and stuff, because he put those theaters primarily in the urban areas, and he gave a lot of us jobs and stuff. So that's cool with MJ. Like I said, this man, the success of this man is just amazing. Because, like I said, a lot of us did not think Magic Johnson was going to be here. But then, Magic Johnson, he retired. He came back and played in an all-star game. He was the all-star MVP. Then, he played for the Dream Team. And then, Magic Johnson came back a few years later. I think he came back around, he came back like in the late 90s, had a little short stint. He came out of retirement. He played some power forward. And, he retired again, and then he got that call for the Hall of Fame. And since then, he's been a very savvy businessman. Like I said, he's done a lot of different things. You know, um, like I said, he bought into Starbucks. He had some Starbucks franchises. He bought some 24-hour fitness. He owned the 24-hour fitness. He owned two of them, as a matter of fact. He owned one in San Leandro, and he owned the one on High Street in Oakland. And then, if I'm not mistaken, he owned a Starbucks that was in Oakland too. I think it was one at the Oakland airport. I don't know if it's still there, because I don't, when I go to Oakland airport, I don't be looking around like that. I sit and wait to get on the plane, and then that's pretty much it. But yeah, he owned one um, in the Oakland airport. I don't know if he still owns it, because I think, like I said, Magic Johnson had to sell a lot of his assets off to be able to come up with the bread to buy the Los Angeles Dodgers. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there about Magic Johnson. You just gotta salute him, man, for the success he's had. You know, as a player, as a businessman, and now a owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So that's dope to win rings as a owner and 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 a former player. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.